This is a Nordson FM190 we've just rebuilt. This particular machine is for a handgun system. Right now we have 7 zones that are ready. You can see the ready light is on. Our motor speed is 600 RPM right now. On your far right hand side is your pressure control valve. In the middle we have our density control valve. Our density control valve basically controls the nitrogen or amount of nitrogen that is mixed with the adhesive. On the left hand side we have the drain valve. We are currently using nitrogen. As you can see, here's our bottle of nitrogen. In the back we have the inlet for the nitrogen. So currently we have 25 psi of nitrogen. If you notice, if we start lowering the nitrogen, the alarm on the machine will come on. And will give us a low gas indication. It's just lowering right now. There's our alarm for
and on the front
low nitrogen, and it will also tell us on the front low gas. Okay, as we increase the nitrogen back to 25 psi, there's a max rating of 50 psi for the nitrogen. That light will disappear, and so will this light. As you can see, the ready light is on. This machine's been completely rebuilt.
These lights should be green.
Ready light should be green. If there's any indication there's a problem, on the right hand side we will have 3 different indicators: an over temperature, a sensor fault, or a heater fault. So it will self-diagnose itself. Running at 300 degrees right now, currently in all zones. It is scanning. Our pressure is at 490 psi.
Control voltage.
And that is controlled by the manual pressure control valve. So you want to increase the pressure, then we have to turn the pressure control valve in. Currently we have a 2-hose setup. There is a 4-foot circulation hose. Now the 4-foot circulation hose is plugged into the manifold. That is in, and it's circulating out. And that is plugged into number 1. Now the 16-foot handgun hose is plugged into number 2.
Don't reverse it.
Don't reverse them. Okay, we've done some pre-trials. We're going to do some testing here first. Now the first bowl of adhesive has no nitrogen injected. Now the weight of that without nitrogen, it's in grams right now. We're looking at around 55 grams. Now we've got our sample we've already started. We're looking for around a 50% nitrogen reduction, or sorry, weight reduction. Well, we're looking at around 37 grams that it's currently set for. Okay, this is our sample window. Now we're going to show you how it looks.
Screw this up. Huh?
Obviously he's not very good at it, but that will take some practice. Why don't you do that side there. Alright. And there you have it. your bead of adhesive. Okay, Maurizio, this is startup for the machine. Obviously your panel's going to be closed. You're going to have it all wired up. So he's going to turn the main breaker on. Now the machine is currently hot. It's been preheated, so I don't waste any time. So right now it's just doing a light test check,
Diagnostics.
basically to show all the lights work, and everything's working.
Now this is
To turn your heaters on.
heater on here.
Yep. Main contactor you will hear come in. Turning the main heat zones on.
On the warm startup, the system ready light comes on right away.
So the machine is already hot, and that's why we have the ready light on already.
Now,
We've got one zone, zone number 2, or hose number 2, and now it's actually hot. So
now you can start the motor. If the system ready light is on,
Yep.
you can start the motor.
okay. And that's our motor speed.
And now you have to put your gas on,
Gas on,
and this is your indicator for your readings.
and that flickering is quite normal. That's what it's supposed to do. You will hear the redex valve in the background making noise. Now, this gauge here is for your nitrogen. Now, we're running it very, very low, probably around 2 psi right now, and that's all you need for that. The slug that is in the density control valve has 1 hole
2 holes.
or 2 holes, and that's the way it's currently set up. Maurizio, I hope you're happy with this machine.
305 on all zones.
If you're interested in another machine, this is what they look like when we get them. This is what they look like after.